Hello everyone, it's Andy from Andy's Fishing and Wild Cook. I'm on an overnight solo jungle adventure. Everything I've got with me is in my backpack and I'm going to try and catch some fish tonight. If I don't, I'll try catch some in the morning and cook them up on a fire. So first thing I have to do is get down to the river. It's always a bit hard going in here, but we'll get there. And this is what's left of a Ulysses Butterfly. Look how cool the colours are on that. They're brown underneath and then, yeah, really bright blue on top. They're pretty hard to get on film. Yeah, they sort of flutter around and move around pretty quickly. But there's always some in the bush like this. I do wonder sometimes if this is worth it. Oh, it's getting bigger. It's looking pretty good. That was a booby trap. All the gear, hopefully it's all still there, somewhere there. Been going about 4 hours now. Bit tough. There's the 5th snake I've almost stepped on. There's definitely a few snakes around here. I gotta watch where I'm stepping. That guy was kind of stationary until I pulled the camera out and then he decided to take off. Let's see if I can film any more. So far it's been tree snakes. Usually red-bellied black snakes here as well, but yeah, just tree snakes today. And here we are in a palm forest. This is pretty cool. Look at that. Lovely. Can you guys see the goanna there? He's pretty big. Let's have a look. Right in the center of the screen. He knows I'm here because he's stopped moving. There he is. Okay. I reckon he's watching me too. Very cool critter. Okay, we'll leave him alone. See you, dude. As you watch this video, you'll notice the creek behind me, there's a lot of white rocks. And that's because the river's gone down. It's quite low now. It's towards the end of the dry season. And yeah, we should get rain in about 2 months' time and the barra season will be closed in about a month and a half. So they close it so that the barramundi can breed, and it's always a good thing to have a closed season for fish. I love being in here. It's just so peaceful and quiet when I'm not talking. Always drink flowing water. Here's a snake I just scared out of a tree. I think it's a tree snake. Let's zoom in on him. He's sitting right in the middle of the river. Yeah, I think it's a green tree snake. You can tell by the googly eyes. Oh, and dragonfly. That little guy. He's watching me very intently. Let's see what he does if I move a little bit. You're going to get freaked out. Oh, there he goes, he's gone. Oh, look in here. A little bit weeded up already. We'll find a little bit bigger water hole, I think. Yeah, I don't like that much weed. Now that we're down at the river, it's actually a good sign. It's flowing quite nicely. And there's quite a few little fish in the shallows. If you can see those guys. That's a really good sign. The temperature's actually heating up. It hasn't started really raining yet. We've had a couple of showers. But that should stir the fish up, so I think they're going to be on the bite later on. Probably when it gets a bit darker. Here's a keelback snake, almost stepped on the little guy. These are good guys because they eat cane toads. One of the only animals that can. Another keelback snake. There's quite a few out at the moment. What you doing? Oh, pretending like to be a stick. Okay, I'm going to keep going. See you, buddy. There he goes. Well, that was a really long hike. I've got to a really nice water hole here. Noah, you should recognise this place. And I'm going to set up the camp. Hopefully I can get a fish tonight. If not, I'll have a fish in the morning. So I still want to have a fish this afternoon, but the first thing is have a nice little swim, get all this salt off me. I've been hiking for over 7 hours. Still hoping for a fish, but if not, we'll get one in the morning. And I picked these little water holes because I can see there's no crocodile in here. I actually broke my good rod, so I've got to use this old one. Oh, there you go, that was one. Guys, I've got the Lively Lures Jungle Pack. I actually designed, or I picked the lures that went into this pack, and I think there could be a bit of weed out there, so what I'm going to do is probably the Mad Mullet in shallow. I think that's a 3-inch. Just give that a run, and then later on I reckon we'll go to the Ziggy right on the surface. Yep, there's definitely fish rising there. That's guaranteed that's tarpon. I don't really want a tarpon. I've eaten tarpon, they're not that nice. I'm really hoping for a barramundi or mangrove jack. Okay, I've put my camo shirt on, not so the fish can't see me, but it's going to get cold very shortly. First cast. What do you reckon? Fish straight away? Oh, got a looker. Oh, missed him. Missed him. Come on, come on. Oh, they're hitting it. It's definitely tarpon out there. Feels so good walking with no shoes on. Oh, after a whole day of hiking in boots. I try and keep them dry, but they always end up getting wet. This looks like a good little spot. That's bird poo. Bird poo's always a good sign. Let's put that there and have a cast over here by this tree. Structure's always good. Just changed to a little micro mullet in bleeding mullet colour. We'll give that a run. We are running out of time pretty quick, so we have to catch something soon. These lures here, the micro mullets, they just have a really tight action. They send out a really distressed bait fish signal. You can hear some ducks down the other end. Oh, that was him. Have I got him? I have got him. Oh! And I dropped him. So what we'll do is we'll make a fire, and then when it's really dark, I'll get the head torch and we'll look into the water and see what we can see. There's always something going on, whether it's fish or yabbies or shrimp. So here's another little frog. I think that's the same species I just saw before, and then over here there's like a green frog. Look at this guy. I'm not actually really up on my frogs. Oh, there he goes. Where'd he go? Oh, he's a bit of a rocket sort of frog. See him there? Oh, there he goes. Got a bit of a jump on him. He's under that. He's right where my shadow is there. Let's see if I can get the light a bit better for you. Did you see that? There's a bit of a spider running around here. I think he's like a huntsman or something. Actually, no, he's not a huntsman. He's something else. He's under this rock here. There he is. Let's see if we can get him out. There he is. He's a bit fast for me. So who doesn't like a nice little fire to camp by the river? This is cool. So I've always bring a bit of food just in case. I've got a bit of tinned fish and a bit of cheese there. So that's my dinner tonight. I have to show you guys this. These frogs are just everywhere. You can see that one over there. There's one just here. There's one there. Where's this other one? Oh, there's one there. Just took off over there by the fire. There's another one somewhere. Yep, there's another one at the end of where my shadow is there. Right there, behind that rock. They're just everywhere. Oh, there goes another one. They're just incredible. And they take off, whoop, like a rocket. There you go. I can hear another one behind me. There's another one at the end of my shadow there. See that? It's just loaded with frogs. So cool. Hey? That's a good ecosystem. When the frogs are healthy, that's a good ecosystem. So it looks to me that the females are brown and the males are yellow. That's interesting. So maybe those little ones were baby, whatever these frogs are. That's definitely a female on the bottom, male on the top. That's pretty cool. Oh, and the fish are going off in the river. It's now after 7:30 at night, and I thought I'd just have another little fish. Probably won't be able to see much at all. Oh, there's a fish following. Can actually see the eyes on the fish. He's just sitting there. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, he just went past it. Oh, it's a little barramundi, I think. Yeah, it's a barramundi. See if you guys can see him. Hang on. See him there? There's the lure. He's right underneath the lure. Look at that. You've got to be able to see that eye shine. Oh, that is so cool. Got him! Yes! Got him! That's the barramundi I was after. Took him a while. Oh, so cool. I've been playing with this guy for at least 10 minutes. And he finally grabbed it. Took him long enough. Look at that. That is so cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get him in, hey? Look at the colour on him. That is such a nice little fish. I think he's undersized though. What? Actually, we'll measure him. He's very close. He'd be very, very close. There we go. Beautiful barramundi. Just measuring quickly. He is, he's probably just over 50, 51, 52. So he's undersized, and we'll let him go. But hey, little buddy. Hopefully we can see this guy in the water. Hey. Beautiful. I'll just hold him there. And off he goes. Beautiful. Oh, I need a bigger one. Well, that was pretty cool. Those frogs. I think, well, we definitely saw them with Noah maybe 3 or 4 years ago in exactly the same spot, but we only saw, I think, 2 frogs. Tonight, I think I've seen 50, 60, maybe even 70 little frogs. Yeah, it's really cool. Catching that barramundi, that was pretty special. He just kept hanging around the light. I'm just gonna watch this fire burn down and then, yeah, go to sleep and have a fish in the morning. Well, that's it. I'm in the hammock. So, yeah, not a bad day at all. We'll try for some fish tomorrow morning. I'll see you then. Oh, I see, I can hear fish splashing out there. Nice morning, a little bit cool, but very nice. The sun's about to come up. Oh, beautiful. It always amazes me. I went to bed at 9:30 last night and just left this one piece of wood on there and it's still hot. That makes starting a fire in the morning really easy. So it's got to be, I don't know, 6:15 now, maybe something like that. Just chuck a pile of wood on there. There we go. How easy is that? Oh, it's done. I think it's time to have a fish. I'm going to have a little fish before breakfast. Actually, to catch breakfast, I've eaten almost all my food that I brought. I don't bring a lot on these trips because I do like to catch my own fish. Let's try this spot where I got the barramundi last night. It was right here, and he was hiding just off this branch. I don't expect to get the same fish, but I'm hoping there's other fish right on that point. That's where he was yesterday. Oh, that hit. Missed him. Wasn't ready for that. And what we'll do is we'll go fish further down this water hole and maybe the next one. Leave the tent and the hammock, or the hammock and the sleeping bag here, and go and explore. Oh, look at that sunrise. That's pretty. Oh, got him. Oh, missed him again. They're tarpon. They're very hard to stay hooked up to. It's funny what my brain remembers. Many years ago I saw a big snake skin somewhere around here, and I'm still worried that snake is here. I mean, it's a ridiculous thought, but it's just what your brain does at times. We need to eat water. Trying to get to the other side. The other side looks really good, nice and deep, with a bit of structure on it. That's pretty close. That might even work. Yep, got him that time. No. Oh, he's still on. Oh, and dropped him. Yeah, that's a tarpon. They're very easy to drop. Oh, they're still looking at it. Come on. Okay, let's see if we can get one to stay this time. I'm gonna have to strike fast. No, not that time. Come on. Got him, yes. That time we've got him stuck. Yeah, with hardmouth fish, sometimes you do have to like really stick the hook in them. And that's what I had to do just then. Beautiful. Woohoo, little guy. Oh, there we go. Nice little tarpon. Hold him upside down, get the hooks out. You hold fish upside down, they tend not to flip around as much. There we go. Little guy, hey. Oh, and he's off. There he goes. Quite often, you'll get tarpon, and then they stir up the water and the barramundi come around. So, I'll go straight back in there, same spot. Let's see if we can get another fish. Most likely going to be another tarpon, but you never know. Yes! Oh, that feels a little different. Yep, that definitely feels a little different. Not sure what it is. It's not jumping, so I don't think it's a tarpon. It's got a lot of weight in it. I think it could be barramundi. Let's see, is it barramundi or mangrove jack? Mangrove jack, yes. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's see how big you are. Did I just not say that the bigger fish come in after the tarpon stir up the water? I do believe I said that. Oh, that is cool. Let's get this guy in. Oh, he's hooked right under the jaw. He must have taken the front of that lure. I think he could actually be. Oh, I think he is. Yep, he is 37, I think. What a beautiful fish. Bit of a saw there, hey? 37 centimetre jack. That's 26 to there, and that's at least 10, maybe 11 to there. Beautiful, hey? We've got our fish. I'm going to have a little bit more of a fish, but we have our lunch, or breakfast. Right behind the eye. There we go, that's got him. So that's just killed the fish. So you guys have seen this jungle pack before. I put the episode number here where I caught actually a fish on every one of these lures in one trip. Now I've just changed over to the Ziggy. Great surface lure. A couple of reasons for that. One, I like surface strokes. Two, I can cast it further than the micro mullet, which I just used. And three, and it's shallow. It's very weedy and shallow, and this will go right, I can fish it in water that's like an inch deep over the weed. So But yeah, if you want to get a hold of this box, there's a discount code in the description. You get 10% off because you're my fans. That's pretty cool, I reckon. And you'll notice too, I'm walking out into the water here. I always make sure I can see a good 7 or 8 meters around me. Ideally 10. Just to make sure there's no crocodiles watching me. But yeah, that casts much better. And just tap, 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 and it goes zigzag, zigzag. So the times you want to go fishing is early in the morning, like now, and late in the afternoon, like last night. They just happen to be the best times to go fishing. Oh, tarpon had a look. Oh, missed it! It's like the third cast with the ziggy. They need to do a long cast because that's where they went. Oh, got him! Yes! Oh, I dropped him. Oh, tarpon don't mind a surface lure, especially in the morning. Got him! Yes! Oh, what is that? Tarpon? Oh, is he still on? Yes, he's still on. Yep, tarpon. There we go. Yeah, I can't stop fishing when the fish are biting. I'll cook my breakfast a bit later. Could end up being lunch. Whoa, there he goes. Tire him out a little bit. That's actually quite a big lure for tarpon. Normally they're after smaller poppers, but he doesn't mind this one. There we go. Actually caught him in the back of the gill plate. Actually, he's not a bad tarpon at all. Okay. They're related to the American ones, but ours get to maybe 10 kilos, and the American ones get well over 100 kilos. So, hey, I'll let you go, buddy. Don't splash me too hard. There he goes. Beautiful. So I've mentioned it before, the Ziggy is actually a lure that I asked Alan from Lively Lures to design for me, because he didn't have a little tiny surface walking lure that went, zigzag, zigzag. And yeah, they work great, so thank you, Alan. They definitely do really well. They're amazing on mangrove jack, barra, and sooty grunter. And I mean, I don't fish for bass that much, but I guarantee over shallow weed beds, they're good. Oh, I just missed another one. And it's not the lure's fault that I'm not staying hooked to these tarpon. It's because they've got really bony mouths. Even that last one you saw, it wasn't hooked in his mouth, it was actually caught in his gill plate. Got him, yes. Oh, I just looked away and I got a tarpon, I think. Yep, that's a tarpon. Woohoo! There we go. Beautiful. And I just changed to the shallow diving mad mullet. Just wanted to try something different. The Ziggy was working for a little while, but after a while fish tend to go down, and first cast with the new lure they jumped on. There we go, nice little tarpon. Oh, and he's off. I think it's time. Let's go cook breakfast stuff. I'm quite hungry. Many of you know I like to honour my fish. We're going to cook this guy up very shortly. It's going to be pretty basic, should be pretty tasty. I never take more than I need. Like, I can't carry anything out here, but even when I have a fridge and that, I usually take 1, maybe 2 fish per trip. So yeah, and he's a nice fish. While the fire's going down, the first thing I'm going to do is scale this fish. It's much easier to scale a fish when he's still got his guts intact. Now I want to keep the skin on because the skin is actually a really nice tasty part of the fish. You'll also notice the fish is a little bit stiff, and that's perfect. It's much easier to scale a fish that's been dead for a little while. Then I gut the mangrove jack in his bottom up to his middle bit there, cut through, cut under here, and then take the gills out from the front, open that right up, and this is the bit that most people probably don't know. You're going to cut right around the top there, and then that there, that's the top of the gills, base of his spine. And if you do that right, you can pull out his whole intestines by his gills. Ready? There we go. All done. And little shrimps in the shallows can have that. Then the only thing left in there is the swim bladder. That's this white part, and that's usually pretty easy to pull out just with your fingers. There we go, that's the swim bladder. Give him a little wash, and Mr. Mangrove Jack is ready to be cooked up. So there's just 2 more steps before I cook this fish. Number 1, I'm going to cut some slices in him. And the last step before we cook him, I've got some Chipotle roast garlic dry marinade. So I found this in the shop one day and I thought I'll give that a shot. So we want to put it right in the cuts I've just made, all over his skin. Get that all over him. Put it in his stomach cavity. He actually looks pretty good to eat right there. Got a nice hardwood stick, and I'm just putting a point on it. Fire's pretty much ready. Just a little bit more. I don't want any flames, I just want nice gentle heat from the coals. And this fish will sustain me for the rest of the day. I've got at least a 7-hour walk out. I'll stick it in his mouth, right inside his stomach cavity, and then jam it into his flesh right about there. And then we'll just hold him over the coals. I'd say this is going to take about 20 minutes or so. So he's starting to come along really well. The spices have burnt a little bit on his skin, but the skin is not burnt, it's just the spices that are burnt. I've had a slight cooking malfunction, so I've got a stick here. I've got like a fork stick there, which he's resting on, and this one here is just propping it up. And that means both my hands are free, and I can go and have a little fish. He should be ready in about 5-6 minutes. Nothing better than fishing whilst your breakfast is cooking. And sorry guys, I haven't been able to get out into the blue water because, again, it's blowing 15 to, I think 25 knots even later. It's been 15 to 20 for a couple of days, but yeah. In my little boat, I just can't do it. And that's a really good constant heat. I think this side's almost done. It looks like it's done. Yep, that side's done. So it's just the other side. Probably another 3 minutes on the other side. And then we're going to eat him. Oh, I'm gonna try a little bit of this first. That's just the skin with the burnt chipotle on it. Ooh, ooh. The burnt bit doesn't taste bad at all, actually. That is nice. Oh wow, you're gonna be tasty in a second. Let's check that. Yep, he's done. When the meat starts falling off the bone, the fish is done. Alright, let's go find a nice spot to eat him. Okay, this looks like a perfect spot. A little rock right by the river. Let's eat that bit there. Look at that. Very fresh tasting fish. Definitely tasted chipotle. Let's get a burnt bit with the burnt chipotle on it. Bit of fish. Oh, even the burnt bits taste really good. That is so yummy. So guys, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. Maybe just 9. And I'm having fresh caught mangrove jack by the river where I camped last night. can see a little bony broom flicking around there. It is so good. And that meat is just flaking off the bone. I don't know if you can see that at all. That meat's just flaking off the bone. There's flavour on the meat itself. And as I said, just one fish will sustain me for the whole day. So everyone, have a look what's left of this fish. That's it. Even the cheeks are gone. I ate every part of that fish. Yeah, beautiful. Fresh fish, first thing in the morning. Yummo. Thanks for watching everyone. Please subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified of my new videos. I do them every week. I'd also like to say a big thank you to my Patreon supporters and people who've donated through PayPal. If you want to see more right now, click the links above. Catch you next time.